Well, everything was going along just fine there for a while. And then all of a sudden on Wednesday, everything just went all cockeyed. Financial volatility has returned, and with a vengeance. Find out what's causing the roller coaster ride on Wall Street. We bring in the man who knows, Enzo Pellegrino, President, Texas Legacy and Wealth Management. Enzo, good morning. How are you?
I'm great, Charlie. Good morning to you.
Okay, let's start at the end, and then we'll come back to the beginning and then work our way to the end again. I'm going to guess that regardless of what we talk about here in this segment, at the end of the segment, you're going to tell me nothing to panic about.
You're pretty much right on right there. I can give you that.
Okay. U.S. economy growth, they tell us, is strong. Hiring has picked up. Oil prices are at a low. So what's all the market fuss?
Yeah, I mean, it really is pretty simple here. I mean, the biggest concern is the weakness coming out of Europe. I think that's the one that's most prevalent. But at the end of the day, the bottom line, Charlie, is it's been 3 years since we've experienced a market pullback of 10% or more. And so the average expectation is that we get 10% pullback per year. So, you know, we've seen this as a welcomed opportunity, a positive event for the next 12, 18 months to bring in some value, and believe it is a good buying opportunity.
Okay, so shouldn't lower energy prices reduce inflation? Isn't that good for consumers?
Well, too much, a little inflation is actually good, but yes, absolutely. Lower energy prices, especially around this time of year, Charlie, that's the big part of it, is that, guess what's coming up in the next few months? It's holiday spending. And so, we see lower prices at the pump positively impacting fourth quarter earnings.
I hate to ask this, but I'm going to. Ebola virus and all the paranoia that's surrounding that have any effect on what's going on in Wall Street?
So it does. It impacts sentiment, the way you and I feel about things. And what we have to determine there, Charlie, is how big is that impact, and does it have the power to change economic growth in a meaningful way? So what does it do today? Does it impact your comfort level of getting on the plane and flying somewhere? For some, the answer is that yes. So I think it's very specific, like the airline sectors. We want to stay away from that because we think that does have a negative impact. But does it impact, us wanting to go to the shopping mall and buy goods and services of other places? Not so much, not yet. But we do have to watch, how this virus spreads and the ongoing battle that's taking place. But right now, we don't see that as a widespread, enormous impact.
All right. So as you mentioned, as you and I feel about things, how should you and I feel about things?
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately we feel very positive over the next 12, 18, 24 months for a lot of the reasons you cited. The U.S. economy is doing well. We think that Europe will probably inject some stimulus into their economy. They have a stress test coming out on their banks later this month. We think after that's released, there'll be a positive catalyst there. But at the end of the day, we've been so numb to market volatility because the past, a few years we haven't had a 10% pullback, and now that we've gotten one, it always feels like the world's ending. But you know what? Under the hood, under the economy, things are looking pretty good. Things are going well, and we think this is a good opportunity to maybe add some equities to your portfolio.
As we said 3 minutes ago, we've now come to the end, so nothing to worry about.
I agree. I think you got to be patient and use this opportunity to purchase so you can profit later down the road.
Appreciate it, as always, keeping it in perspective and the knowledge. Enzo Pellegrino, President, Texas Legacy and Wealth Management.